What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Daily for a Friday. The brooms are out in the background and the guns are out at Magic's house. Magic, look at you, man. You're rocking them today.
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to show you. I got the full Clippers outfit going today. Clipper red, baby. Clipper red. Let's go. I got to celebrate. We swept it up last night. Great job by everybody on the show. Very happy neither of us picked the Mahoning Valley donkey that just completely fell apart as a best bet so that we could be a sweep and a very profitable day to you and to all of you.
Yeah. Thank you, Magic, and I think you're talking to us as well as the fans there. Yeah, you look great, Magic. You're looking great. Papa Dude and I did not know it was uniform day, so we just wore a normal people clothes and didn't realize it was Halloween.
When is it not uniform day for me?
Every day is uniform day for you. There's no doubt in it.
I got 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks worth without repeating. So I'm ready.
I know you do. And I will say it is quite the look. It's been a while since I've seen an adult just dress in a full NBA basketball uniform.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I've never seen anybody with the shorts. No.
I wish I could tell you these were the only basketball themed short, like the actual outfit that I have, but I have more than one. Because there's Clippers blue and there's Clippers red. You gotta be ready for both.
Okay.
Well,
what garage sale did you get that at?
There was a guy on the street corner downtown selling them for $5. I just was lucky that they had giant clown size. So it's hard to find that usually. So, but you go down to Skippy down on the corner of 11th and Vine, and you'll be able to find it.
All righty, let's go to the games today. We're going to go with the NBA to start because it is my favorite sport. The Kings and the Pacers tonight. I think we talked about the Pacers last night, but anyway, we're going to talk about them again tonight. Kings are -3.5 at Indiana at the Pacers. Magic, kick it to you. Who you like here?
Listen, let's keep riding with the Kings. I know that they're underdogs on the road here, but they're trying to make the playoffs for the second consecutive year. Everything seems to be clicking well for them, and I don't have any reason not to go against the Kings in this spot.
All right, Kings for Magic. Papa Dude, where are you going?
They're not the underdogs, are they?
Sorry, the favorites.
I was wanting to make sure I was reading it right. I'm going
not
Pacers.
The underdogs. That's what I meant.
I'm going to Pacers tonight. I'm going to go to the Pacers tonight. I think they're going to upset Sacramento. Sacramento doesn't play as well on the road. So I think Indiana's going to get them tonight. Indiana's not bad. It's one of those games. Indiana can put up the points. It all depends on how they play defense, whether they can win or not, because they're gonna score. It's just, can they stop them? But I'm going to go the Pacers to beat the Kings tonight as the underdogs at home.
All right, you're going Pacers. Magic's going Kings. Boy, this is tough. I'll go Pacers. I think Pacers get it done tonight. I think they're mad about. They lost last night, right? They're mad about that. They're going to get it done against the Kings. Give me the Pacers. All right, here's another super exciting one that I know everybody's excited for. St. Bonaventure at Dayton tonight. The Flyers are ranked, so that's why I put this on here. Dayton, 7.5-point favorite, total 134.5. We'll go to Papa Dude first on this one.
Yeah, it's kind of bleak tonight, trying to find some games.
It is.
It's kind of a weak college basketball schedule. This is probably the best one. Both teams are pretty good. Dayton is very, very tough at home. I think they cover that. I would go with Dayton to cover that game tonight against the Bonnies from St. Bonaventure. You know who the best player to ever play at St. Bonaventure is?
I don't. Let's hear it.
Way before your time. Magic might know. Played for the Pistons. Big center. Bob Lanier. You remember him, Magic?
No. That's way before me.
Well, that's a long time ago.
Was that back when Dick Vitale was coaching the Pistons? That's about the same era.
You know what? It could be close to that time. Okay. He was like 6'11". Great. He was really a good player.
Well, I've never heard of him either. So Don't feel bad, Magic. I didn't know that one either. But, Magic, and we want to get your take. We're dying for it. St. Bonaventure at Dayton tonight. Who you got?
Listen, I had to look up what the hell a Bonnie is, because I know St. Bonaventure's the Bonnies. Apparently, it's like a little jackrabbit. Dayton's the Flyers. Jackrabbits are quick. Flyers are better. Flyers, you can go jackrabbits have to follow a specific path. When you're flying in the air, you go wherever you want. It doesn't matter if you're losing doors at high altitude. You just fly wherever you want to go. Dayton also had its first loss in 2 months Saturday at Richmond. I think they're going to bounce back very strongly in this spot. Dayton Flyers big. Dayton Flyers big.
Big, I agree. Big, the Flyers. Go Flyers, big, Dayton. All right, we're all three on Dayton. Butler and Creighton to round out this roundup. Papa Dude, Creighton 10.5-point favorites. Butler maybe not as great on the road as they are at home. Who you like in this one?
Yeah, these Big East games, you got to watch these high spreads. 10.5 is quite a bit. Creighton plays extremely well in Omaha, though, no doubt about it. If I was going to bet it, I would take Butler and the points. I think they can keep it close. I stayed away from it, though, because I sometimes Creighton gets to knocking down threes from everywhere at home. They're hard to handle. But if I was going to take it, I'd take Butler plus the points tonight.
All right, he's going with the Butler. Magic, who you like?
Good teams win. Great teams cover. I got to agree with Papa Dude on this one. Creighton gets the win. Butler gets the cover. Big reason Pierre Brooks is shooting 42% beyond the arc right now for Butler. Is averaging almost 18 points per game when he's on the road. This kid's incredible. I think Creighton overall is the better team. They're 10-1 at home. Butler's 2-4 on the road, straight up. But with that spread, like Papa Dude said, go with Butler to cover.
Creighton by 11 tonight. They cover. They win by 11. Creighton hits a free throw late to beat you guys. Creighton by 11. Go Creighton 10.5 all day long. All right, let's go to the race of the day. If it wasn't bad enough, we'll go to Oaklawn now for the race of the day. It's the Bayakoa Stakes, Grade 3 event, going to mile 16th. It'll be race 9 on the card. Field of 9. I do not believe anybody scratched out of this. No, they didn't. Field of 9. Favorite is Shotgun Hottie, the 9 for Cherie DeVoe. Magic, what do you think about this race?
You almost said the name of the horse I'm going to pick, 7 Hot and Sultry. Yeah, I knew we were going with that one. This is a horse that does very well at Oaklawn. Last year, her first start as a 3-year-old here got a nice win in the stakes race. Stretched out to a mile 16th for the Azeri. She faced Secret Oath, Clarier, Interstate Daydream. Sorry, as a 4-year-old. And those were, big fillies at the time to be facing. She didn't embarrass herself. She came back in the Apple Blossom. Again, didn't embarrass herself with either of those efforts. She took a long time off after the Derby City Distaff. Came back in the Chaluki here. Went gate to wire from post 8. Going a mile, which I think is the key. She absolutely dominated. She's got harder horses she's facing here, but Norm Cassie, Ricardo Santana Jr., 37% winners in the last year. I think that she gets the same trip like she did from post 8. Now she's in post 7. So I bring that up. The post does not worry me here. So Hot and Sultry, just the way I like it.
All right, Hot and Sultry for Magic. Papa Dude, who you got?
I got a question first. Why didn't we do the Bible and do all the races at Oaklawn instead of Gulfstream for tomorrow?
Why didn't we do Oaklawn instead of Gulfstream?
Yeah.
Well, off the turf.
No, I mean, if you want to know, like the honest to God truth, we'll probably sell double that it's over Oaklawn. Gulfstream is just. Maybe not to you and maybe not to people that live where we're at, but in the whole grand scheme of things, Gulfstream is a lot more popular.
I can accept that answer.
Yeah.
That's
the only reason why. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I wondered, man, there's some great races at Oaklawn tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Much better than Gulfstream. Anyway, that's my opinion. All right. So, yesterday we had Tipsy Tammy, right? Mm-hmm. She came through. And now we have Hot and Sultry. Wow. Tipsy Tammy was hot and sultry yesterday.
They don't usually go together, do they?
So, Magic, me and you are on the same horse, coming off a really good Grade 3 win. Shotgun Hottie has been off since July. That's why I don't have her on top, because she's been off for quite a while for some reason. Had 1-2 straight before that. I'm thinking something might have gone a little bit wrong there to not run her anymore. So I'm going Hot and Sultry as well. I kind of like the 3, Misty Vale also. And you can never count out the 2, Ice Orchid, if you're playing exotic.
Underneath.
Count her out. I don't want anything to do with her. I went with the 7 as well, Hot and Sultry. I went with the 7. Really good race last time out. It was first race off the layoff. I think can build off that effort. Not bad at Oaklawn whatsoever. Magic said it, faced some really, really tough horses at Oaklawn. And got beat by him, to be clear, but was competitive. So, yeah, I like the 7 in this one as well. We all three go with the 7. Yeah, and again, to touch on the what?
The 6? Did you like the 6 at all?
Oh, did I like the 6 at all? Look, yes, I always struggle with horses, and there's a few that'll do it. They've been running at Aqueduct, and then they come to Oaklawn. I never can really quite get those horses right, and I'm not saying they always suck or they're always great. It's always a mixed bag for me, but I think if the 6 sits kind of in that pocket trip, maybe, a couple of nice wins. So we'll see. I had the 6 and 3rd in this one. You liked her?
Yeah, I had her 2nd. I mean, she's won 4 of her last 5, and if you forgive the Black-Eyed Susan when she had a really shit trip early, just kind of quit, didn't try. I think she fits very well, but you're right. You've got the horse coming in from a different track, a different circuit there. So
yeah.
But I feel this is nice because you haven't mentioned, but this is the prelude to the Azeri, which is then the prelude to the Apple Blossom. So you understand why they're starting to ship these horses in for this race.
Well, I was going to touch on the Oaklawn question again. Papa Dude asked. It's a situation where, yeah, the Oaklawn fans are really passionate. Look, we have all kinds of Oaklawn products on the site, number 1. But number 2, the mass public really gets into Oaklawn, Rebel, Arkansas Derby, Apple Blossom. So those are when the Bibles will be out for those, for those bigger days there at Oaklawn. So, all right. With that being said, let's get to the best bets of the day. Let's go to you first, Magic. Who do you like today?
Yeah, well, I really like the horse you have too, but you beat me to calling dibs on her, so we'll talk about her in a little bit. But yeah, actually got 48 minutes of post time for race 2 at Tampa Bay Downs. Peggy Sue, I love you. I don't normally like to play maidens as a best bet because things can get, especially maiden claimers, they can get really weird. But especially a track like Tampa. But this horse on her debut was 6-1 for Jerry Bennett and dueled on the front end. It ended up fading to 2nd, but she was 2.5 lengths clear of 3rd place and was not really. The horse that beat her was a good horse at that level, but had experience. Now Peggy Sue I Love You has experience. She also has a pace advantage. She looks by far the fastest horse early. And last time she broke from post 8. Now she's on post 3. There's a scratch of the 4 horse there, so it's a field of 7. I think that as long as she breaks cleanly, and there's no reason to think that she won't, I think she's gone. I think this is a very, it's like in 3 steps, we're going to go, all right, I'm pretty sure Peggy Sue I Love You is going to win. So that's why she's my best bet.
All right. I totally agree with that. I've got that one as well. I think that horse is going to be really, really tough in that race. Found her friends, so to speak. That is not a very good group. So I think, I take him gate to wire. You said it. I sold yours, so I'll go real quick. Santa Anita race 7. I like number 6, Sweet Azteca. This horse broke the maiden back in May of 2023 at Churchill Downs as a debut, pretty impressively. It had a long layoff, 244 days. Came back January 1st. In a tough stakes race. That's a tough race to run in off of that long layoff. Ran okay, got 3rd, beaten 2 1/4. Today we dropped down to Allowance Company, much more logical spot, and kind of the same situation, right? Magic as your best bet. Break well in 3 jumps, should be out in front and should be cruising. There's really no other speed in the race. So I like Santa Anita race 7, number 6, Sweet Azteca. All right, Papa Dude, this is what everybody's waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got tonight?
Real hard one for you guys to decide on that one. By the way, I love your 2 choices. You guys are nailing these horses. Got a trivia question for you.
Okay.
What legendary, I wouldn't call him rock, but what legendary singer who was one of the subjects of one of the hardest songs to understand of all time, American Pie.
Okay.
We all know American Pie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sang Peggy Sue.
I don't know.
And
Don
Peggy
McLean
Sue, I
sang
Love
American
You
Pie.
is where this name of this horse comes from. It was one of the main subjects, one of several in the song American Pie. I know.
know.
You guys,
Buddy Holly.
that's right. Very good. Very good.
I was confused about what you were. I thought you were asking who sang American Pie. I was like, it's
Oh,
Don
no.
McLean.
Don McLean is actually, yeah, that was easy. But no, this guy, Buddy Holly, was one of the subjects in that song, which is one of the greatest songs of all time. Wouldn't you guys agree?
I don't know what it is.
You have never heard American Pie?
I don't think so.
We have in my fraternity that our like traditional final song of the night was American Pie. My fraternity is Delta Sigma Phi, so we used to change the words to Delta Sigma Phi, and then we changed a few words, but it was all about just like we get like link arms around each other in a big circle, kick everybody else off the dance floor, and you drop your pants and sing American Pie. That was our fraternity tradition. Because we're such idiots, now when you go to one of our fraternity's like alumni's weddings, guess what the final song is of the night?
Right.
And you bet your ass, no matter how nice that suit is, pants drop and it's American Pie time. So yeah.
What is it? I know that. I know that. Maybe I just don't know the name of the song.
You know
Bye Bye Miss American Pie. That's that song?
Yes.
I've heard that song.
It would be.
I didn't know the name of it.
Who was this kid's
didn't
father?
know
My
that?
goodness.
I didn't know the name of it. I've heard that song. 100 million times.
Yes.
So. I get it. And I'm glad to know that you pull your pants down to that song, Magic, with a bunch of guys. That's great.
I think you need to wear that Clippers jersey too.
Yeah.
While doing it, it's not a long jersey.
I'll tell you another thing. In the summer over here in Joplin, I see homeless people, begging for money in Clippers jerseys.
Me too. Yeah.
They probably keep betting on them to win the championship. That's why they're homeless.
Okay, back to mine.
Yep.
When in doubt, go with O Reliable. And tonight there's not a whole lot to pick. So little bit worried somewhat because they're going to bite me one of these nights and I'm going to lose with Quinnipiac. But only 6.5-point favorites tonight on the road against a Manhattan team that hasn't won very many. If they can keep the players out of the shopping malls and things, not shopping malls, Macy's and places in Manhattan tonight, I think the Bobcats come through and cover the 6.5.
Macy's?
Yeah. There's a store in Manhattan, Macy's. They got to stay away from Times Square, those places.
The shopping malls down there in downtown.
I was wrong on the shopping malls.
All right. Well, we've
They've
really
been there before, though, so I don't think it'll be anything new to them.
I think they'll be just fine. Just fine. I'm very confident in your pick today. All right. We've learned a lot today. So here are the best bets for today. Santa Anita, race 7, number 6, Sweet Azteca for me. Magic's going to go Tampa Bay Downs. Race 2, number 3, Peggy Sue, I Love You. And Quinnipiac, -6.5 for Papa Dude. We had a sweep. We were 3-0 yesterday, up $190 for the week so far, up $1,870 for the year. Keeping it hot, guys. I like it. We'll see what happens. Magic's best bet coming up here in about 45 minutes. Magic, do we know exactly when we're going live for Saturday? Probably not. I don't think we've talked about it now that
I haven't looked at the times of the races yet, but I would assume it's gonna cover all 4 of the Derby preps. I know the Robert B. Lewis is early on the card, so they can kind of be around the other ones. We might also, depending on time, cover the Martha Washington, which is a Kentucky Oaks prep race at Oaklawn as well. That's race 10, so may or may not get that one, but we're for sure doing the 4 preps.
I think we'll be on about the same time as last week. I think it's going to be about 2:30 to 5 is where those preps are going to fall. I know the Aqueduct one runs first, and it's going to run at 2:55. So, and then we're on from there. I know the last one ends at like 4 or something Central Time. So I think it'll be similar to what we did Pegasus Day. But anyway, make sure to check that out, guys. Well, we had a lot of fun last week, and I don't know, Magic. Hopefully we'll have a lot of fun this week. I don't really know.
So the Southwest is 450 Central.
Okay.
And the Holy Bull is 445 Central.
Well, sure. Yeah. Why space them out?
And Gulfstream is the first one, and they like to drag the shit out of everything. So they're going to be... Southwest might actually go off before the Holy Bull.
Well, I think they'll break from the gate about the same time, because why would we stop?
Well,
All right.
Are they both on TV? I mean, are they covered by... They're not going to set them both off at the same time for that reason.
Well, they won't. No, Gulfstream won't be on TV. Oaklawn will be on the America's Day of the Races, but Gulfstream, I think, will just be on FanDuel. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, no, they won't. I don't think they'll coordinate them. So, we'll see what happens. Tune in Saturday and find out. All right, guys, we're going to get off here for today. We will be back tomorrow with more Dudes Who Bet Daily and, of course, with the live show. So good luck, everybody, with your wagers today, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.